I'm still speechless. A few hours ago, John Cena shocked the whole wrestling world by turning heel for the first time in nearly 2 decades and selling his soul to The Rock. The fans were shocked, the internet was shocked, and as someone who grew up watching Cena as the hustle, loyalty, respect superhero, I'm still processing this moment. I mean, throughout the history of pro wrestling, we've had many of these shocking heel turns. When Hulk Hogan turned heel and joined the NWO, it literally saved WCW and revolutionized wrestling forever. Austin's heel turn at WrestleMania 17 was shocking as hell, but it kind of flopped. But Cena's turn hits different because it's been teased for 2 decades without ever happening. The man held out longer than anyone thought possible. And unlike Austin, who turned at his absolute peak, Cena's turn is happening in what might be his final run, which gives it this unique feeling. Will it enhance his legacy like Hogan's did? Will it flop like Austin's? Or will it be something entirely new that we've never seen before? Because when it came to John Cena, you always thought he was different. You thought this is the one superstar that's never going to break, never going to turn to the dark side. But then... And once you step back and zoom out, you'll notice the hints were there all along. Cena didn't have to qualify for the Elimination Chamber, he was just handed the spot. When Rollins attacked Punk, Cena didn't hesitate to take advantage of the situation. You could just see him getting more and more desperate with every passing moment. So what exactly does this mean for the future of the WWE? Was turning Cena heel the right decision, or did Triple H just ruin Cena's legacy? What will Cena's new heel character look like? How will the Cody versus Cena feud play out, and what does this mean for WrestleMania? This is Kevin from WrestleMafia, and in this video, we're going to dive deep into how the John Cena heel turn changes WWE and our childhood forever. To understand why Cena turning heel is such a big deal, we first need to understand the legacy he built. For almost 2 decades, John Cena has been the guy who never gives up. He's Superman. He's the knight in shining armor. He's the comic book superhero, the quintessential good guy. When all hope seems lost, when defeat seems inevitable, somehow, someway, Super Cena finds a way to rise against the odds and overcome every challenge. This same never-give-up attitude of Cena is what made him beloved by kids and inspired an entire generation. His historic performance against Umaga, the brutality against Randy Orton in the I Quit match at Breaking Point, overcoming giants like Khali, Big Show, overcoming impossible odds against Edge and Batista, is what made him a superhero for an entire generation. But, let's not forget, Cena's run wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. For years, we had the infamous "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" era, where half the arena would cheer their lungs out for him, while the other half would boo the living hell out of him. Cena was simultaneously the most loved and the most hated superstar on the roster. Somehow, someway, Cena would always overcome the odds, and a lot of fans were sick of it. But something weird happened in the last few years. As Cena started appearing less and doing more Hollywood stuff, the same fans who used to boo him started missing him. Every time Cena's music hit for a surprise return, the entire arena would lose their minds. His part-time status in recent years turned him from polarizing to universally respected. It's like the fans finally appreciated what they had after it was gone. Each appearance became special. Each match felt like a big deal, and this built up so much anticipation that when he finally turned heel, it broke the damn internet. For the last 2 decades, there have been countless times when Cena has been offered the chance to take the easy way out, to sell his soul to the authority, and to betray his values. But every time Cena would do the right thing, and that's what made him the ultimate babyface. He was the last hero of a generation. But now with Cena finally turning his back on the WWE Universe, what does it mean for his legacy? Does it diminish the 2 decades of hustle, loyalty, and respect? Does it take away from the heroic moments and causes that defined his career? But now, as the dust has settled and Cena has finally embraced the dark side, let's talk about what this means for the future of the WWE. Obviously, we're going into WrestleMania with heel Cena aligned with The Rock taking on Cody Rhodes. Now, there are 2 directions WWE can go with this. The first one is the obvious, and the one that will basically change the landscape of wrestling forever. You have heel Cena win the 17th title at Mania and have a long reign beating every challenger who comes his way, be it Cody, Punk, Randy, or any other babyface who dares to step up. Cena and Rock could go on a whole tyrannical run and turn this into the biggest story with multiple major feuds. On one side, you have The Rock's power trip that might rub some of his family like Roman Reigns the wrong way. You could see Reigns aligning with Cody to take down The Rock and Cena. The involvement of Reigns will also bring in names like Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre into the picture, and we could have a whole faction war with Rollins, Drew, and Owens on Rock and Cena's side while Reigns, Punk, and Orton align with Cody. This could lead to multiple dream matches in 2025 like Cena versus Punk, Cena versus Reigns, Cena versus Randy one last time, and every single time, Cena manages to win thanks to his new villain persona. You can have Cena and Punk run it back at Money in the Bank in a callback to their 2011 classic, with Cena getting his revenge and blowing a kiss to Punk similar to their iconic moment. You can end Reigns at SummerSlam, with Cena getting his victory over the Tribal Chief and totally brutalizing and laying him out. You can have Cena and Randy reignite their rivalry like the old times, but this time the roles are reversed. This time Cena is the predator and the Viper is the prey. You could have Cena completely destroy his former nemesis and get payback for every crime Randy committed against Cena and his family from back in 2007 to 2009. Now let's talk about what this means for Cena's actual character. The dude has spent 20 years preaching hustle, loyalty, and respect. What happens when all that goes out the window? The never give up guy has finally given up on doing things the right way. The man who always took the high road has decided to take a shortcut. The superhero has become the villain he used to fight against. There's so many ways WWE could twist his previous persona into something so much evil. Cena could start calling himself the 17-time champ before he even wins it, just to show his arrogance. Maybe he retires the iconic "you can't see me" taunt. We could even see black versions of his iconic gear, and just picture Cena coming out to a darker version of his theme music, wearing black jorts or a corporate attire, or maybe even proper wrestling tights for the first time. He's finally done playing nice and has decided to take what he wants. The psychological story of a hero who spent 20 years fighting the darkness only to embrace it at the end of his career, that's some Shakespeare-level character development right there. Triple H could book a whole 200-day reign for Cena with a Hogan NWO-style dominance and have him drop the title to Cody later down the year before his retirement to set Cody up as the face of the company and the standard bearer for the next decade. That seems to be the obvious route, but there's another direction the WWE could take here. What if even after selling his soul, Cena comes up short at WrestleMania? What if he doesn't get the ending he hoped for? I mean, you can always have some shenanigans like Reigns, Punk, Rollins, Rock all getting involved towards the end of the match similar to last year's Mania, costing Cena the victory in the ensuing chaos. You can have Cena once again challenge for the title at the next PPV just to come up short one more time. You can have Cena getting more and more desperate with every defeat. He sold his soul to the devil for the 17th title win. He tarnished his legacy just so he could break Ric Flair's record. But even then, he fails to achieve his goal. Eventually, this leads to Cena turning on The Rock and once again reconnecting with the C Nation. The same C Nation that turned him into a megastar in the first place. The same C Nation that turned him from the Doctor of Thugonomics to the never-give-up superhero we all knew and loved. Cena turns back to the same C Nation for redemption once again and to help him rise one last time. And as cheesy as that sounds, that would perfectly bookend John Cena's career. I mean, this is the guy we've always known as the never-give-up guy. He is the ultimate babyface. He is the hero for the kids. Just imagine the payoff. We have Cena go on this whole heel run where he retires his jorts, retires the "you can't see me," and shows up in some new corporate fit. But then for his final match, for the redemption arc, he brings it all back. He brings back the jorts, he brings back the theme song we've all grown to love, he brings back the "you can't see me" one last time. Just hearing that music hit one last time, it would be cinema, as all the kids say. But hey, maybe that's just me. That's the Cena fanboy in me just hoping and coping. But let me know what you think. Was Cena turning heel in his final run best for business? Or did WWE just ruin Cena's legacy by turning their ultimate good guy into just another villain? And more importantly, what does this mean for our truth? Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.